Hello everyone. Here is the latest thing on social media. Clubhouse. I joined Clubhouse after an invitation from a friend this past Saturday morning. And let's say I have mixed feelings for it. Clubhouse is an audio only where you can just go and listen into conversations that are happening around the world. It has been mixed because I am kind of letting myself into rooms where all these conversations are happening. And you can only be selective if you know what you're getting into. But because this is a brand new app for me, I'm trying to check out the different rooms that are currently in progress and try to listen into those conversations. I've also been able to raise my hand as a speaker, and then they will allow you to be on the stage to speak. So I'll post a few screenshots here so that you can understand the layout and how the rooms look like and how the profiles and everything show up if you're a speaker or an observer. Okay, the problem with Clubhouse that I'm facing is I somehow feel like 72 hours into it, I feel like whenever I try to get onto Clubhouse, I have to have these cool ideas to speak about, or somehow I'm under this pressure to, bring my best so that I can speak and like show my gifts to the world or something like that. So that is, of course, that is a mindset problem. I am self-inflicting that onto myself instead of just being a listener and just learn something from what is being spoken about. The community guidelines are good. The agenda, I have also been able to listen into a conversation where the co-founder was also talking, and he was talking about scaling intimacy. So I like the concept. It's as if you're dropping in a dinner conversation between two strangers and just listening over and trying to learn something and even contribute something. So that is the best part about this. I've been trying to find out different ideas in education revolution, because that is one of the areas that I'm very interested in. So there is this lady who was talking about, she's a middle school teacher in England, and she was talking about how high schoolers are now getting all these internships with companies like Ernst & Young, where you can go and instead of doing a college degree separately after high school, you can just go and intern with them. So instead of taking 3 or 4 years to finish college, you're going to take 1 year or so longer, because you can finish working 4 days a week, and 1 day a week you're going to go to the university. And you can continue your job like that, on the job training like that. So these are some interesting things that are happening around the world, and which I am finding out through Clubhouse. I also was listening into a conversation where Jake Paul was there. Jake Paul is an internet celebrity, now more infamous than famous, and how he's trying to become a pro wrestler and all the things that he is doing to up his game and like some kind of motivational stuff. So some of the things are mostly a lot of sales. I can see a lot of people trying to sell their product or their service, so their profiles reflect so, but you don't know until you get into the room with them that they're actually massively pitching their idea and their product, and it has nothing to do with whether they invite you as a speaker or not. So that's one thing. There are a lot of marketing managers there. Of course, personal branding is a huge thing. I also went into a room where there was this famous Indian comedian. I mean, more infamous depending on whom you are talking to. So Kunal Kamra is one where I had gone, and I raised my hand to see if he would invite me to be a speaker, and I raised my hand and he invited me. So I was like, okay. Of course, I did not end up staying there because they were just trolling each other and having a good time, and it's all fun. But there were also some things, just checking some screenshots of all the things. One of the things that I absolutely loved was yesterday I happened to listen in on a conversation by Miss Rajkumari Niyogi, and she is into epigenetics, and she was talking about how to bring the aspect of love into work. And she was talking about our vulnerabilities and how without feedback and without accountability, we won't rise to our full potential. And I just loved listening in, and there were 1,500 people I could sense who were probably just keenly listening into the whole conversation, because there was not a lot of turnover in that meeting, as I could see in other meetings in other rooms. There's a lot of turnover. You mean people just barely stay in a room for a few minutes at a time. That's what I'm observing, because it is the same with me as well, unless and until it is a very, very compelling, topic. And the moderators, of course, the moderators have to be very engaging. Otherwise, there is a chance that they will lose the room to all the audience who are bored and not engaged. So here is the thing, right? I'm feeling this intense FOMO to get out of Clubhouse and uninstall the app, because I'm worried I might be missing on some awesome conversations and like a chance to learn and scale up my own potential. But at the same time, I'm worried it is going to be a big drain on my personal productivity, because I'm going by somebody else's agenda on what they think is interesting. So, should I participate? Should I leave? I'm still not able to decide. But this is my take on the current sensational social media thing on the internet right now, Clubhouse. Thank you.